What's up? Namvula Mhlongo here, your cultural explorer. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I am going to share tips on how to be a true cultural explorer. But first, let's get into what is a cultural explorer. It's going beyond the tourist spots. It's about understanding cultures deeply, respecting traditions, and engaging with local, authentic. Okay, let me share a few examples of what being a cultural explorer means. It's the little things that no one thinks matters. It's learning basic phrases in local languages, like greetings, those hello, those sawubona, those shiwani, jambo, ciao, dumelang, luchani, nda, ola, konnichiwa. It's more like immersing yourself, like walking a mile in other people's shoes. Ne? It's about trying those traditional foods, those amadumbe, umleqwa, dihobe, chidzima, gadzelo, those nwambu. Ne? Get this, each and every tribe has their own traditional dishes. Just because you're Zulu, it doesn't mean that you should now eat just uputu, isibede, amadumbe only. No, you need to explore, like try Xhosa food, try Sotho Tswana tribes food, try those Tsonga food. Also, it's about participating in festivals. There's the Artscape Performing Art right here in Cape Town, where they perform outside. It's actually free because you just watch. It's outside. They're performing there. I've been there. Yeah, I know.
That's nice.
Then we have the Morija Arts and Cultural Festivals, those Dihafela festivals, those Shibelani dance festivals. Each and every tribe has their own festivals. So being a cultural explorer, it doesn't mean you have to travel. It doesn't mean having money. It means learning about those things, attending those festivals, and also you don't need to attend a thing to know about it. No, we have the internet. It's about learning about those stuff, like Google those things, learn about them, know more, explore, go out of your comfort zone. I did. I went out of my comfort zone and ended up being a cultural explorer. Yeah. Oh guys, it's cold. So I'm going to focus on the iconic Cape Town experience. So one thing about Cape Town, Cape Town is so filled with unique cultural experiences. Like the things that you really need to try. So first, let's talk about the street food. Cape Town street food. So I've tasted a Gatsby. I've tasted a Bunny Chow. I've tasted Smiley, Scorpo, a sheep's head. It's called Smiley. Namangas, but okay, let's talk about that. So, being from Mpumalanga in Oni, when someone says Roja Koda, like we're having Koda, which is a Bunny Chow, in my mind, I'm thinking it's a quarter of a bread. There's like chips in there. There's bologna. There's cheese. You know those stuff. Cape Town. I got here first time trying Bunny Chow Koda. I found myself eating bread that has beef inside. So it had beef, and that is what they call a Bunny Chow. If you want a real Koda, like a real Bunny Chow, you need to go into those townships, those kasi, So I actually got to experience the real Koda, not those bread with beef or chicken. I got to experience a real Koda, You just have to, man. I got to experience that in Khayelitsha. Yes, I got one in Khayelitsha, and then I tried one in Langa, and also in Philippe. Dangerous townships, but yeah. So also let's talk about the township life. The Cape Town township life. So you know Kailicha in Langa. There you meet those people, those people, those people who are not afraid to share their experiences, like, oh no, I've been through this, I've been through that, and stuff like that. So I've experienced the township life and the city life in Cape Town. Mind you, I'm from a township. Back home in Mpumalanga, I'm from a township, but it's very different from the townships here in Cape Town. The townships back home, if you don't know, you'd say there's white people living there. You'd think, this is not a township, it's more of a suburb. No, it's a township, like a real township, but it doesn't have those stories like Kailicha and Langa have. Then the city life, and I won't say the city life, like the suburban life, the rugby. I've been to rugby. Like, it's those neighborhoods are very quiet. Like, there's this black and white people there, but they're very quiet. Like, you won't find people just walking by, or those markets where people sell stuff there and things like that. No, they're very quiet. They love their own space. They love having their own thing. Whenever there's like a gathering where they say they're gathering around, it's more like 10 people max. 10 people max. They're having a braai. They're going to invite maybe a few neighbors, and then it's family members. That's them having a braai. But go to townships. In townships, a gathering, like, everyone is there. Everyone from the neighborhood, and even the neighboring neighborhood, they are there. Everyone is there. It's full. It's packed. That's what they mean. So experiencing yo so experiencing those gatherings, those two lives, yeah, that's also I'll also call it cultural exploration. You're exploring how people live, different lifestyles. It's still cultural. Like, this is how people prefer to live. This is how they do things. This is how a certain place does certain things. It's different from this and that. Then we have the Cape Jazz, Goma Beats, like there are bars here in Cape Town where they offer those live music sessions in the city, so you can try those to immerse yourself into the dances, to where you can dance to different music. Just so you know, you need to pick your sports very right. For me, I prefer sports where there's like white people and stuff, because if I were to go into black people spaces where they dance, I don't think they're gonna call me back and be like, when are you coming again to dance with us? Yeah, but where they're white people, they think I'm this good dancer. They even call me to be like, when are you coming again? Stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then there's also art, indigenous art, guys. Like, we have those murals, those beadwork, those handmade crafts. Like, visit those museums, those art galleries. They showcase like local art most of the time. You get there and you find local artisan stuff. Like, you can see that this was made by a local person. It's nice to see that they actually do have those things where they invite the locals, where no, not saying invite, but like where they showcase a local artist work. the local artist's work. Yes, yeah, sure. My buzz using these guys. Stick with me here. Phew. So where they showcase those things. So yeah, I think Cape Town actually it offers a lot of opportunities for one to explore. At the gardens, we have the gardens in Victoria Street. There are those galleries, those museums where you can just get there and experience it. Like imagine getting in there. Sorry, and you get to learn about the slave's life. It's very amazing to think that we actually made it through slavery. Not in a bad way, not in a bad way. It's so amusing to just go back and realize that our forefathers actually went through this just so we can get here. And guess what? We are here. So I think being a cultural explorer, it's a great thing for me. I don't know for others. For me, it's a good thing. Yeah. Okay, now let me share my real experiences. My real experiences as a cultural explorer. So I think one of my most unforgettable moments was when I attended the artscape, ne? The performing arts. So there, ne? At first, okay, I was invited. That's the day I was invited. One of our classmates posted on her status that she wants to go, but she doesn't feel like going along. And I was like, okay, I've got nothing to do, and it's an artscape, performing art. There's art. I'm a cultural explorer who's also involved in art, who also love art. So why not check it out, right? Went there. I went with two of our classmates. I'm not gonna mention names, lah. This is about me. Yeah. So at first, I was very confused. I was like, what's going on? Like, what is this whole performing arts exactly? Like, I was like, what the fuck? But then, present rooms. Then, after that, okay, I see the performances starting. It was so unexpected. We were just talking and boom, all of a sudden they're performing. It was very outsidey, by the way. They were performing outside, in an open space. Sorry, just a minute. Yeah, they were performing in an open space. So yeah, I was like, wow, okay, this is good. So we were watching the, what do you call it? It's the gray area. Yeah, it was the gray area. So we were attending the gray area. We were watching the gray area, and what I found most interesting is that they don't give you a meaning or what it's all about. I had to come up with my own meaning as to what does this mean to me. I actually felt very connected to Cape Town's cultural, like I felt connected to that part, that performing arts in Cape Town. I felt so in love. Like now I'm even though like I have social anxiety. There are times where I feel like, you know what, let me just go there. But then I'm like, no, alone, that won't happen. No. But yeah. So let's continue, guys. Let's continue. So the gray area, it was, to me, it was about knowing that for every dark side there's a little sunlight, and for every white side where you think everything is fine, everything is great, there's that darkness in it. It showed me that even though you're struggling with a few stuff, there's still good to be thankful for. And even though you see someone doing great and behaving like everything is fine and all that, it doesn't mean they're fine. No, they have stuff that they're suffering from inside. It talked actually to me in a more depression and anxiety area of phase. So yeah, it is very fun to watch, but also very, very educating. They also had this wind performance where the artists were wearing papers. Yeah. There were costumes made of like papers, and then there were bottles. That showed her that the weather, it actually yo Ngotin guys, it explored the weather in Cape Town. It's very windy in Cape Town. Okay, let me share a few tips for aspiring cultural explorers in Cape Town. I'm also still an aspiring cultural explorer, but right now I want to talk to that girl, that boy, that person out there who is thinking, should I start? How do I start? And I'm scared and stuff like that. I have social anxiety. I don't usually talk in public, but it's all about breaking barriers. It's all about getting out of your comfort zone. So yeah. So whether you're just a traveler or you're just exploring cultures in your hometown, which is here Cape Town, so this is how you get started. First, just learn those local customs, like traditional greetings, the ones I've shared before. Like learn those, learn those cultural taboos. Learn that if ever I meet someone who's from a different cultural tribe as me, I know how to greet them. The greetings are very important. You don't need to learn their whole languages and stuff. You don't need to learn their whole languages and stuff. No, just learn those greetings. Learning their greetings, it shows that even though you don't know anything about their culture, it shows that at least you do respect them enough to learn how they greet. Ne? Learn those cultural taboos. Learn what is not appropriate, what they find to be a taboo in their cultures, in their tribes, because you may find that what your tribe sees as a norm is not a norm in other cultures. No, it's not. It's actually a taboo. It's something that is not even supposed to be talked about. It's something that is not supposed to be done. So learn those things. Ask respectful questions. So when you're asking me, don't be disrespectful. Don't be full of yourself. Just be respectful. Even your questions should be respectful. You don't go out to someone and ask questions that you wouldn't appreciate people asking you. The locals here in Cape Town, one thing about them, they love sharing about their heritage. They love sharing about their cultures. They love talking about who they are. So when you ask them like respectfully, they are going to answer you. They are going to share. You can't just walk up to someone and say stuff that you know are not good. Guys, I feel like I'm repeating stuff, but you guys have to bear with me. This is my first time making a video, so bear with me, guys. Yeah. So like support local businesses. Don't go into big restaurants and stuff like that. Like, like do those township tours. Buy those handmade crafts. Immerse yourself with those local artworks. Take a walk in the streets and just like immerse yourself in those things. Like don't say I'm a cultural explorer and stuff like that, who is a beginner, by the way, and then you say I'm immersing myself in culture, and then you decide to go to waterfront just like that, and you say, yeah, I'm not saying there's anything wrong there. I also go there, I also immerse myself there, but yeah, we are beginners. Let's talk about beginning stuff. Go to the Mojo Market. It's very local. Go to the Mojo Market. We have art galleries. We have those museums, the Isiko museums. start there. You know, on the streets there are people who are selling their own handmade crafts, their own artwork. Start there. That is cultural exploration, supporting local businesses. Like, celebrate diversity. You know, the Cape Town's Rainbow Nation is actually filled with rich traditions. Immerse yourself in diversity. Don't just say, just because someone is not South African, they don't deserve to be celebrated. Their cultures don't deserve to be celebrated in South Africa. No, immerse yourself with those. If ever you find a chance to be around people who are actually out of South Africa, best believe it, you're going to enjoy those traditions. Like, immerse yourself with it. I've been there. I've explored Zambian culture. What other culture have I explored apart from Zambian culture? Mozambican culture. I've explored Mozambican culture. Yeah, just because I'm from there and stuff. But like, yeah, those cultures that you think they don't deserve to be there, those traditions where you're like, they're not South African, why should I? Hey, trust me, you're going to enjoy. They're the best. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, this is the end of the video, guys. So in a nutshell, yeah, cultural exploration, it's about connecting, it's about learning, it's about celebrating the beauty of diversity, really. Like, guys, stick around. Even after this assignment is over, I'm pretty sure I'm still going to embrace Cape Town's magic with you guys. I hope. Fingers crossed and all that. Yeah, so please subscribe, and stay tuned for more local adventures. Who knows where I'm gonna take you? Maybe you guys, I'm gonna take you out of this restroom of mine and go out with you guys, if my social anxiety allows it. But yeah, stick around. Again, this is Nomvula Mhlongo, your cultural explorer. Bye.